Oh, really? Really? What did you expect?
Nothing. I didn't expect anything. I especially didn't expect to be punched in the face.
Well, you annoyed him. What else was he going to do?
I don't know. Not punch me? And what's so funny?
No, no, it's nothing.
There is no way that you think me getting hurt is funny. Also, let me remind you that you, for some reason, confirmed his request for rehabilitation. You gave a violent man a second chance.
Oh, don't be so sour. He was hardly violent anyways. Plus, you approved the request, remember?
He hit me. Like, hit me.
Shh. Look, they're awake. Why, hello there. It's nice to see you awake. Please, allow me to shake your hand. Gosh, I can't imagine how excited you must be feeling right now. 1 second, someone pops a bullet in your head, instantly killing you, and then the next you're in our office with quite literally the opportunity of a lifetime. Life sure is beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, when you're not being punched.
Drop it, Cray. Oh, where are my manners? Allow me to introduce ourselves. My name is Miss Grave, and the miserable man over there is Mr. Cradle. Please don't let him bother you.
You make me sound like such a dick.
I mean,
You mean?
anywho, you don't have to be so formal with us. Feel free to call me Gray or Miss Gray. You can also call him Cray or Mr. Cray as well. We're here to help you with your rehabilitation process, your RP, if you will. Yes, rehabilitation. According to our records, you're eligible for a second chance. You can return to the living world and start your life again. Isn't that fantastic? What do we mean by records? Yes, of course. Everything must sound so foreign to you right now. Well, for each soul that passes through our office, we are required to send over their grave documents, which I'm responsible for. I compile your achievements, your failures, your morals, and codes of ethics, as well as teeny tiny little things like your likes and dislikes. Once these details have been processed, me and Mr. Cradle then need to come to an agreement. If we believe that your death was undeserved, then we'll set into motion your RP.
Nothing is set in stone just yet, though. Yes, you're eligible for your RP, but we still need to run over some of the finer details, specifically the details of your death, which, from what I hear, aren't exactly tame.
Precisely. Once we've done that and grant you rehabilitation, Cray will finish your RP. He's responsible for the rebirthing side of business, you see.
I help you with your future, she helps you with your past, and together we work with you to discuss your present.
Bingo.
Now that that's out of the way, I guess we'll begin.
Yes, yes. Let me grab my notes. Here we are, your grave profile. Now, in order to continue, I must ask you some personal details. Gotta make sure that we got the right soul, you see. What's your full name? And age? Birthplace? This includes town and or village, as well as country. Don't worry about the address, though. Okay, and perfect. Now, to get into the details of your life. From what I could dig up, it looks like you lived a pretty decent life. You loved your hobbies, went out, and did stuff. You were very hardworking, not to mention kind. There were a couple of dark periods, but hey, you're only human. Besides, you had your happy periods as well, and that's what truly matters. It's clear that you were able to find beauty in life, even at your lowest, and for that, I applaud you. I see here you had some falling outs, particularly with loved ones. Tell me, how did those make you feel? Guilty? Pleased? Understandable. Did you make any efforts to resolve them? Alright. Now, let's take a peek at your sins list here. Yes, your sin list. Basically, it's this big, long list of bad things that you've done throughout your life. On here, we can see everything from the itsy bitsy stuff like forgetting to thank someone to gigantic things like murder. Try not to worry about it too much. Everyone has a bit of a hefty list. Huh. No, nothing's wrong. It's just that your list is. Well, I'll let you have a look. In total, we only have 5 sins on record. This is the most empty list I've seen.
What?
Now, I have to assume that you've either repented your sins or redeemed yourself, as these sometimes can wipe your sins away. Key word is sometimes. Apart from that, the only other way to achieve the empty list is by not sinning.
How is that possible? Give me the paper.
Yeah, here. No, this isn't bad. If anything, it's weirdly good. Like, weirdly good. You weren't raised a saint, were you? Because if you were, we need to put that on record. Though I swear I dug up everything I could find. Huh. I guess you were just a good person.
That's impossible. No human is a good person. They all have their dirty laundry.
Yes, but what would you suggest then?
Foul play? Probably.
Are you saying I can't take care of my own documents?
I mean...
You mean?
Listen, our records aren't exactly foolproof. Tampering is completely plausible.
Did you ever get in trouble with the police? You know, like noise complaints, drinking, busted parties, homicide? Anything? I didn't think so. I don't have anything like that on record. Huh. Okay, well, let's just go off the sins that we do have on record. Cray, the list. Let's see. Bad manners, accidental shoplifting, bad manners, and a fight. Who started it? Was it you? Were you hurt? Did somebody go to the hospital? Tell me everything. Oh, it was self-defense? Is that really it? Why would that be on the list of sins? I'm amazed, really. This is definitely a first for me. What about you, Cray?
Yeah, me too.
Well, I guess we should continue. Let's move on to your death. Now, I have to admit, I really struggled here when I was looking for details. All I have recorded here was that you were shot in the head. Can you confirm? Good. Not good, obviously, but you get what I mean. Now, can you recount everything that happened before and during your death? This is the most important part of the rehabilitation process, so please be honest. Don't leave out any details. I understand if it's difficult, or if your brain feels a bit mushed. So take your time. We have all of eternity, and when you're ready, tell us. What happened?
I'll kill you. I'll fucking kill you. Get back here. You son of a bitch. You can't run forever. About time I put you down for good. I'll see you in hell.
Oh, how horrible.
Hmm.
Is there anything else you can tell us? Did anything else happen? Where are you going?
I'll be back in a minute.
Cray? What on earth does he need to do at a time like this? Please, excuse him. Anyways, back to you. I'm so sorry you had to go through that. You didn't deserve that kind of death. Not one bit. I mean, how could anyone murder a saint like yourself? It's wrong, completely and utterly. With everything you've told us and with what we have here on record, I believe you're fit for rehabilitation. You deserve another chance, although, in order to officially grant you rehabilitation, Mr. Cradle needs to be present.
I'll take them.
You mean you agree with me?
Mm-hmm. We can grant them rehabilitation. Congratulations.
Perfect. In that case, please sign here to finalize the process. All done. Well, it was lovely to meet you. Also, between you and me, this is the quickest agreement to take place in the history of Grave and Cradle corporations. Usually, we argue for hours and hours, but I guess he likes you. Take advantage of that when you two discuss your reincarnation. 'Twas a pleasure doing business with you, my friend. I hope your new life treats you well.
You ready to go? Good. Follow me.
Goodbye!
Thursday, March 13th. The papers talked about a shocking murder which took place in an abandoned hotel called the Sapphire Suite. Witnesses claimed to hear a single gunshot ring out from the 4th floor, along with the screams and yells of a grown man at approximately 1:30 in the morning. Although they couldn't hear much else due to the storm passing over at the time. Sound familiar? I thought so. In that case, I have a couple questions for you. Why did you lie? Don't act stupid. Why did you lie to my sister? Why did you tamper with our documents? Not talking? Allow me to help you a little. 1 year prior to that night, a man by the name of Arlo Cotter was working as a detective for the local police station, and he was giving a seemingly impossible murder case regarding a serial killer called Dagger. They told him to work on this case until the killer had been brought to justice, and he intended to do just that. It became a cat and mouse game. The detective would show up to every crime scene seconds too late, and the killer would always leave behind the same clue, a miniature dagger. Whether these clues were intentional or accidental, no one knew, but they gave Arlo hope. However, a few months later, his wife, Lucy Carter, was found dead in her own house, and all he could find at the scene was a small, bloody dagger tucked in Lucy's hand. The police called it a suicide, but the detective knew better. His wife was murdered, and he knew exactly who did it. 1 month later, the detective found out where the killer had been staying, and he decided that enough was enough. He was going to put an end to these crimes. He was going to kill the Dagger. He burst into the Sapphire Suite, taking Dagger by surprise, and the chase began. Arlo ran after the killer.
I'll kill you. I'll fucking kill you.
And eventually, he cornered them in a room, aiming a gun at their head.
You son of a bitch. You can't run forever. About time I put you down for good.
And then, with one final yell,
This is for killing my wife, you sick bastard.
he pulled the trigger, killing you instantly. Isn't that right, Dagger? You're coming with me.